Yo, 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 King Earner live and direct. And guess what? I'm having the most honorable time. I'm celebrating tonight. The reason why I'm celebrating is because two individuals in the industry, they've done something that's beyond honorable. Scales of honor have been broken. These guys have went beyond honorable to make sure a Rizak feels it without doing all the ranting and raving and getting online and posting it. They kept it very quiet and they pushed it to the side. And I love that because that gives me understanding. They know already that King Earner is going to be the one that carry it. I'm going to speak on it, and being as though I have honor and possess the same type of mentality that they have in the after street life mentality, I gotta say, man, it's one I feel good about it. SpotemGottem. Your money was given back to you. Now, this is a prime example, young man, that the things that you do, they count. The things you do in life, you put your foot in your mouth, it counts. In this case, you became a Rizak. And it made you miss millions of dollars because anybody knows a feature with Lil Durk is going to get you millions of dollars. A feature with Future is going to get you millions of dollars. Now, although this Boston Richey guy, he's got in the game, but when he got these features, he didn't become the big artist like a Lil Durk or a Drake or Meek Mill. He didn't become one of those individuals. So he just don't have it. So I don't know why he kept trying at it. And once it came out that his honor wasn't intact, it showed the world, guess what? No one is going to deal with him. Now, a lot of people will say, King Earner, we're losing. Meaning that a lot of the young men are telling on one another and they're going to jail. But let me give you an understanding. When you have Lil Durk doing what he done, that gives everybody in the industry the understanding. Do not do business with Rizaks. And, there's going to be some individuals that's going to do it, but they're going to, hide their hands and throw the rocks. Don't put the feature out. You know how many dudes that probably got a track with 6ix9ine or one around him and just wanted to keep it quiet? And I'm sure that these guys can come forth and say, that's how we are treated. I want everybody to understand the old school rule of killing them is over with. You can't do it. It's not in them times. You cannot mass up and go murder one of them because their souls is so devious. Their minds of a Rizak is so devious that believe that whatever type of encounter or whatever someone have he say, she said about you, or they written it down or they put it in the back of their memory rack bank. And guess what? They're going to tell if something happened to them. So you can't kill them with violence. You have to kill them with success. What Lil Durk done showed that he killing that rat with success because that SpotemGottem will not be able to earn off the fact that he networked with such an honorable guy as Lil Durk. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the people that have understanding that I could be all these guys online singing rat, 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 rat. But at the end of the day, as we see here, they will miss that job. They will miss that extra buck and they deserve it because the people that they have created crimes with or associated themselves with in crime that are in the can, guess what? Their families can't see them. If they're not earning off the land, they can't receive no money from them. And guess what? That's hurtful. That's painful. But they're men enough to do their time day for day, not crying the blues when they lose, same money grand when they win. But guess what's going to end up happening? There's going to be more that come forth. There's going to be more individuals that carry it in a dishonorable fashion and that are going to try to do features with individuals. And guess what? They're going to be pushed aside. Boston Richey, come on. This is what I respect about Future. Future honor must be so intact that this guy said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going on a tour. Some are going to say, no, Future probably put the, no. When you that solid and your honor is intact, a rat don't want to be in tour with those solid men. This is how you know that Boston Richey is not who he say he is, and he's not solid, because if you wasn't a Riz, why wouldn't you go get your coin? It's hard for them to move around. Yeah, you'll see them with the off-brands. They'll be moving around with the off-brands. But when it comes to solid men, you're going to always notice that the Rizats are going to change their whole direction in friendship and the type of men that they go around. They're going to pick individuals that they know is solid with that. And, tonight, man, I could be putting the sword of honor here and slicing a neck or two. Instead, I'm going to give this sword to Lil Durk, and I'm going to give it to Future and say, pure honor, the sturdy can. And guess what? You guys have broke the scales of honor. You beyond honorable in my eyes. I want y'all to continue to win. I'm not looking for no shout outs. I'm not looking for no reshares. I'm not looking for anything when it comes down to me giving honor to individuals that deserve it. And guess what? SpotemGottem, he's somewhere sick as a dog right now. He know that 100,000 was going to turn into a few M's. And that other guy, Boston, fake George, Richey, the Mitchy, Bitchy, Kitchy time, guess what? He has understanding that he's not going to go around no solid men. And that's what we need. We need for the young men, when they get arrested, they say nothing, they reserve their rights. And when they go to trial to fight the charges that they don't deserve, if they happen to win, good. Have understanding to come home, rebuild what you once destroyed. That was a slap on the wrist, and people don't get that slap on the wrist when you're solid these times. But you can beat them. And you can beat those chump charges, and those chump charges will wind up making sure everything get wiped out of the way, and you'll be home and you'll be free. NBA Youngboy, he has done it numerous of times. There are going to be individuals that's going to try to knock you down and put you in jail. But guess what? No matter what, you have an opportunity better than that Rizat, because that Rizat has to live with that tag of not reserving his rights the rest of his life. But because we don't kill him, we let him understand and see our success. You know how a Rizat would have to feel after he told on somebody to put him in jail for the rest of their life, and see him come home and do 100 times better than them, while they continue to do what? Crime. After they're slapped on the wrist for them telling, they're able to continue to do crime. They're able to lock up just about everybody and bring them down because of their misery. But guess what? Tonight we won. And I want to say, major love, double salute to both of those men. And make sure you have understanding that you should put this sword that I'm giving you in a plaque, because nobody gets that type of honor. Only those of honor. King and alive and direct. We got him by the balls now. We're winning.